Why is a woman talking about money still a taboo? We are in 2021. On your place at the table. I hope it doesn't sound like a humble brag, but I think I need to tell you why I am qualified to give you the knowledge I am about to give you. What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to talk about how to be a girl boss. This is my second video in the girl boss series. For the uninitiated, I did a girl boss habits, 17 habits of highly successful women, which is the most watched video on my channel so far, so make sure you check it out. Now, you may be a business owner, or you're studying, or you're in a job. This will apply to all of you, every girl out there. You don't need to own a business to take hold of your life. In a world where women are expected to look a certain way, behave a certain way, dress a certain way, it's easy to get lost. These girl boss strategies will help you forge your own path, make your own rules, and be the boss of your life. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every single time I post a new video. Number 1 is take the road less traveled. I took the road less traveled. I didn't want to get a job. I wanted to do something on my own. I just didn't know what. And when the opportunity presented itself, I grabbed it without thinking twice. I didn't have money. I was fresh out of college. I didn't want to ask for investment from my father because I wanted to do it on my own. And I did. I think that would be my proudest girl boss moment. What is your proudest girl boss moment? Tell me in the comments below. I didn't know if it was going to do well. I didn't know where it was going to take me. It didn't seem like a risk at that time, but now that I look back, and a lot of people tell me that dropping the idea of MBA when I was selected for a few colleges that I wanted to get into was a risky move. It was a bold jump because an MBA from a good college guarantees that you would get a good job. So risking all of that for something completely new, and I didn't know if it was going to make me money in the long run. But I guess I just had to do that, and I did. Though I failed so many times in the process, I've learned so much. It actually deserves a video of its own, and I'll make one soon. So sometimes when the going gets tough, I look at that admission from the college that I wanted to get into, and I think, what if I had done MBA? Then I wouldn't be here. But I like it here. In fact, I love it here. We'd actually paid for the college but got a refund later. So I'm not saying that you should not go for MBA. Go for MBA if that's what you really want. I'm just glad that I didn't. Because then I would have been stuck in a job. I educated myself. I learned skills. It boils down to go after it, pivot if needed, keep learning and growing. I hope it doesn't sound like a humble brag, but I think I need to tell you why I am qualified to give you the knowledge I am about to give you. Set high expectations for yourself. I think we women keep ourselves from advancing. We set low expectations from ourselves because we do not have enough confidence. In Sheryl Sandberg's book Lean In, she mentions a case study. Two professors wrote up a case study about a real-life entrepreneur, Heidi Roizen, describing how she became a successful venture capitalist, relying on her outgoing personality and a huge professional and personal network. The professors had a group of students read Roizen's stories with her real name attached. Another group read the story with name changed to Howard. Then the students rated Howard and Heidi on their accomplishments and how appealing they would be as colleagues. While the students rated them equally on their success, they thought Howard was likable, while Heidi seemed selfish and somebody they wouldn't like to hire or work with. The experiment supports what research has already clearly shown to us. Success and likability are positively correlated for men and negatively correlated for women. Basically, when a man is successful, he's well liked. And when a woman does well, people like her less. And everyone wants to be liked, right? So how motivated are women going to be to succeed if we are not going to be liked for it at the end of the day? I know the assumptions have somewhat changed today, but the situation is far from perfect. A working mother, a working wife is still considered selfish. No matter how much we try to balance our professional and personal life, women in general are more vulnerable to an accusation of selfishness than men. So the bottom line is you cannot please everyone, so don't even try. Set high expectations from yourself. Set higher and bigger targets, you can achieve them. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious. Talk money without being ashamed. Money is such an integral part of our life, and yet we don't discuss it. Why is a woman talking about money still a taboo? We are in 2021. When was the last time you spoke to your friends about money? When was the last time you spoke to your brother, to your father, to your mother about money? How many times in a family gathering have you discussed money? We see men doing that all the time, but women, not so much. And the conversations usually go like, Investments, yeah, my dad takes care of that. Income tax, yeah, my husband takes care of that. Now, I'm not saying that's not okay. If you don't know something, you take help. But in most cases, women are not even interested in learning all these things. Most women are not interested in learning about money, how the investments work, how they make you money. As women, we have been programmed to believe that somehow money is not our concern. Women don't talk about money is the most deep-seated, unspoken rules of ladylike etiquette. Don't talk about money, money is not our concern, don't discuss money, don't bother yourself, leave that to the men to deal with. Women discuss everything under the sun. Shopping, cosmetics, relationships. But money and investments are often left out of the discussion. Why is a woman pursuing wealth considered materialistic, brash? This just disempowers us from getting the information we need to take charge of our money. I think it's time we address the elephant in the room. Because if you're not used to talking about it, then we may lack the confidence to talk about it in a professional sense. That is when you're asking for a raise or you're negotiating your salary. Just start talking. Don't be scared. Women, stop doing yourself a disservice by not talking about money. Talking about money with other people and how they handle their money can help you. You can get pointers into how you can manage your finances better. Don't be embarrassed about not knowing about money and worrying in silence. Be open to learning, ask questions. What's the worst that could happen? It would lead to a discussion and you learn a few new things. That's a win-win, right? Start getting involved in the family discussions about money. Start talking to your friends about money. There's so much information over the internet, so many tools available. Talk to financial advisors. There's so much to learn, and soon you'll be able to make your own financial decisions. How empowering is that going to be? Just think about it. Talking about your finances and managing your finances is not boring. Once you learn, you'll feel more powerful. So during your next night out with your friends, maybe on Zoom, talk about investments maybe, help each other grow. Show them you mean business. When you're the youngest in the room or in the minority in some way, or being a woman entrepreneur can be a little hard because people tend to not take you seriously, which I also discussed in this video. I'll link it in the description, so make sure you check it out. It can hit everyone at some point, but I think young women suffer the most. So you have to make sure you're assertive and show them you mean business. So how do you do that? How do you make people take you seriously? Sometimes the male bosses are unaware and they are willing to change. So call the disrespectful and unprofessional behavior for what it is. Point it out to them. But even after that, nothing changes, leave. There's no point being somewhere you're not respected. Another tip here is to dress the part. Make sure your body language makes you look confident and not meek. Body language gives you a non-verbal edge in your interactions. I'll make a detailed video on this super soon, so subscribe. Another tip is to be respectful towards others to be respected back. Earn your place at the table. Work hard. Prove that your work ethic is superior and your dedication is unwavering. Always have an informed opinion. Don't be influenced by others' opinions and criticism. Create boundaries. Communicate effectively. Use strong and confident tone while speaking. Build strong teams. Have a strong work ethic, be consistent, have the confidence to speak up when it's intimidating. These are some of the ways to get people to take you seriously. And remember, as Eleanor Roosevelt said, and I quote, "No one can make you feel inferior without your permission." Address your fears, your limiting beliefs, your self-doubt. Limiting beliefs hold us back from achieving our goals. Addressing your fears is so important when it comes to leveling up and being a boss. It's 2021. We are not letting our fears take over. Even the most successful women have doubts. It's part of being human. Thoughts like "I can't do it," "I am not good enough," unnatural, but you have to get past them. Nobody has all the answers. Things can be figured out. The presence of these beliefs is even more significant in the period of challenge and growth. It's time to release these beliefs and become the powerful women you are meant to be. Now, these limiting beliefs can arise from our past situations, some trauma, our childhood, and are reinforced via feedback loops throughout our lives. Every person's limiting beliefs are different. We each have a core belief we believe about ourselves. It's evident in most of our major life events. And this can also make us make stories in our head, stories that are far from truth. And these are deeply rooted. These beliefs have been with us for most of our lives. So it can take a lot of time, some deep thinking, journaling to unearth them. You need to know what your fears are and why you have them. Acknowledging what's holding you back is the first step in getting over your fears. Second step is asking yourself why you have this fear. Dive deeper. How can you combat this fear? I'll make a detailed video on this super soon, so make sure you subscribe. Next point is get inspired. There's no better place to gather amazing perspectives and pieces of advice than to lean into those who have walked the walk. Find a mentor, follow the amazing girl bosses on social media, study about their work, study their businesses, read books, attend events, listen to podcasts, and as I said in this video, success leaves clues. Learn from the boss women that inspire you. You can see how passionate I am about this topic. So this video got super long and it's divided into two parts, and the part 2 is coming next week. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified once it's up. You don't want to miss it. So that's it in today's video. Give it a big thumbs up if you like it so more people can see it. That's how the algorithm works. I know you'll help your girl reach all the amazing women out there. See you in my next video.